I'm back on your screen.
Hello, family. Welcome back to my channel, Keeping It Caprice. If you're new here, I do lifestyle, natural hair, and motivational chit chats. If that's something you're interested in, go ahead and click that subscribe button and come join the fam, okay? So, today we're going to get right into it. We're going to talk about anger and my anger journey. And if you want to see why I'm looking down, because I'm referring to my notes, I actually wrote them down this time. It's been on my mind to talk about this, so we're gonna talk about it. So let's get started. Okay, so anger can be good and bad. Most of the time, we look at the bad things in anger, but the good thing is that it shows morals. Like if somebody's been wronged, or you get angry, about it, and you want to find or seek justice, and you do it the right way. Yes, it can be good because you can be helping somebody, saving somebody, whatever the case is. So anger can be good because you can be trying to save a life, anything, you know what I'm saying? So it can be good. Now anger can be bad because sometimes we perceive things the wrong way, and it might not be that way, and we get mad or accuse the wrong person. We say and do things out of anger, and we don't mean it, or we regret what we did afterwards because we weren't in our right minds. And then on top of that, when you're angry, and it could be a bad thing, sometimes we don't tend to listen, if we display it in the wrong manner. You know what I'm saying? So anger can be good, and anger can also be bad. Okay? But we're gonna try to stick to the good, okay? But I feel like everybody is going to experience some type of anger, and it's just the way that it's handled. So I just want to talk about my journey on anger, okay? Okay. So, what makes me angry? Me? No, it's, let me tell y'all, people. People make me angry. I am not a people's person. I'm really not. Mainly when it comes to work, is where work or handling business is what really makes me angry. That's where I lack. Okay, let me see what I wrote. Because especially when you work with people, they can be impatient, they can be rude, irritable. Like I used to work many places, but like McDonald's, let's just say I used to work there, and let's just say, it's already a struggle because sometimes you be short staffed, and you're trying to stay in a good mood. And if I was new to like the cash register, and I'm taking too long to find the button or whatever, or I'm not understanding an order or something, a person can get very, very rude, and it makes me very, very upset, and it makes me want to go off on you because be patient with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying my best. You know what I'm saying? So it could be the customers when I'm at work. It could be people that I work with. Bosses have been rude and just ew. It's just ew. I just, do y'all understand where I'm coming from? I'm gonna give y'all another example. Okay. But I'm gonna go on with the work. So other than impatient and rude, people are so lazy, man. And it just makes me so highly upset because you're at work. Why are you being lazy? I understand that everybody is not going to be 100% every day, and that's where teamwork comes in, and we help each other get to 100, together. But nowadays, it's not a lot of togetherness. It's I'm on this, you on that, you do you, I do me. It's no teamwork involved. And so, like I'm a hard worker. Like in any and everything I do, when I work, I try to do my best. You know, each and every day. I've always been like that. I've always gotten like good reviews or whatever you want to call it. I can't think of the word right now on of my performance when I work. You know, so like I know I'm a great worker, but it just frustrates me when depending on the type of job that I'm working and like somebody else being lazy or want me to do everything or intentionally does it for me to do. So that makes me mad. Disrespect makes me mad. So, of course, like I said, when people are being rude to me, X, Y, and Z, I get upset. And then you disrespect me, you show me attitude, you talking to me crazy, all this and that. Oh yeah, baby. Just know you ain't finna get away with it. That's just because it be making me mad, you know. So, yeah. So okay, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you my example before. Oh well, no, I'm gonna keep going. I got two more. Liars. Okay, I do not like being lied to. Like I do not like being lied to. Please just tell me the truth because if I find out later and I found out you lied to me, then I'm gonna be very upset. Especially in like well not in, well just in relationships period, but like especially in like romantic relationships, but it also hurt with family relationships, friendships, anything. So like be honest, you know, because if I find out later that you did X, Y, and Z and you didn't tell me and you lied to me, especially in my face, OMG, does that makes me upset. So yes, and road rage. Oh man, that's what I'm saying. It's just people like I just it just but road rage. So let me give y'all a really good example of because I told you I mainly get mad about work, people and dealing like at work and people or customers or even handling business over the phone and somebody's being rude to me and I wasn't even rude to you just because the you know it's complicated and you're getting frustrated don't mean to take it out on me. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, so I used to work. I was a housekeeper and it was people who actually live there and they have you know mental physical disabilities or whatever and so I was the housekeeper of that house and I had to keep when I got trained I learned I had to keep the outside clean and I had to keep the inside clean. I had to make sure I washed their beds. I had to wash their sheets and covers. I had to keep the bathroom clean, the kitchen clean, their living room clean, the seats clean. Outside also had to be clean as well. Of course, dusting. You have to do windowsills, baseboards. Um, then I had to go and get supplies. There's some supplies that I had to get and bring to the house, like diapers and stuff like that. And the person over that house, that manager will order like their necessities. And so when it comes in, I would have to put it away in the shed or whatever. So I had a lot of responsibilities because I had to dust the furniture on the outside. I had to wash the windows on the outside, get the dirt off the outside, scrub the doors, sweep the little porch area. I had to make sure it was like the vents outside, like the laundry room. Like I did what I was supposed to do. A lot of people have asked it, sorry to say that, but they didn't do everything they were supposed to do, or they feel like they don't have enough time in the day to do it. But I literally worked, okay? And I was properly trained. I made sure I asked questions, knew what I was supposed to do. And in that house, per se, what made me mad was that it was probably 60 y'all and one of me and y'all want me to do your job. So just say they needed shampoo and they brought in a few shampoo bottles or soaps or whatever out from the shed into the cabinet in the hallway, they would expect me to go out there and get it. Like stuff that is their job to do, or little stuff that they could pick up, clean up, or wherever, they expected me to do it. And I'm already having all this to do, and it's one of me, and I'm trying to clean up for however many people live, residents that lives in the house. All y'all doing is on your phones and talking about each other behind each other's backs, which I don't like this stuff. Y'all smiling in each other's faces. As soon as somebody leave, y'all talking about each other, snitching on one another, and all of that. I don't. I'm a like I said, I'm really not a people's person. I like to keep to myself. I like to keep the peace. So I'm minding my own business. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. But y'all picking with me. But I can't remember every detail because it was years ago. But I knew that they was kind of like, in a sense, ganging up on me and trying to leave stuff around and trying to tell me what to do, and I wouldn't do it because I know what I would do. And so the leader for the housekeeper, I would go ask her, "Am I supposed to do this? Am I supposed to do that?" And then knowing me, I want to confront you about it. But I was trying to listen to her. No, don't say anything. Just do it. Just do it. And I'm like, no, because if I'm working my butt off all day and I'm doing exactly what I'm supposed to do, and I kept that house, it was so disgusting, and I got it so clean. You're telling me I gotta break my back to listen to y'all just because y'all been there a long time, and y'all think y'all run the house, y'all can tell me what to do? Absolutely not. And so, then I guess the house manager was in a little group. And so that's when she started picking on me, telling me I need to do this, I need to do that, I need to do this. And I would go home every day and think like, is it worth it, Caprice? Is it worth it? Is it worth it? And that anger just built up within me, y'all. And I just, man, like, I didn't know what to do because I'm like, I have 2 kids, I have my own place, I don't have time to lose my job because then I have to find another one in time to pay my bills, da 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 da. You know what I'm saying? They did have good benefits, all that type of stuff. But I was like, it's so messy there. The people are messy there. They're picking on me. I'm not even bothering you. I'm doing my job. You can't say I'm not doing my job because I'm doing my job. Y'all just want me to do your job. And so, but one day I said, F it, I can find another job. God will be with me. I will find another job. So one day, I'm in the kitchen. I'm cleaning up. Here come the house manager. You didn't do such and such and such. I said, yeah, no, I'm not going to do it. The manager's like, what? I said, I'm not going to do it. And it was all in my face and all this stuff. And then she was like, okay, well, then you can, I don't know what happened, but she said I can go up front, write me a complaint or whatever. I said, you know what? I will, because they're write everything on paper. So that's what I was doing. I was writing, because I don't have it now, but I was writing all my complaints I had on paper and dates and stuff like that. And so when I went up there to the big supervisor that's over her, I went and wrote my complaint down. Because I said, I'm sick of this. I said, And so the next, I really was just gonna quit because I hate confrontation. And I was like, no, I'm gonna be bold. I'm gonna stand my ground and I'm gonna go to work. So I went up to work and like nothing happened. And she wanted to come talk to me. So she bring in one of her friends from up front that is not my boss. So I mean, am I supposed to be scared? And they over here confronting me about stuff. And y'all, I went. Thank God I didn't cuss or anything, but I went smooth off, and it shocked them so bad. I was not even being Miss Transit, be quiet. No. And then you sitting up here lying, trying to make yourself look good. I said, no, you over here lying, trying to make yourself look good. Da, 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 da. And it was like, well, they said you be leaving early. And y'all, I have left early a few times, but I work all day long. And y'all be on y'all phones though. But am I snitching on y'all? Y'all be leaving to go get this and that, and y'all be covering for each other. But do I snitch on y'all for that? No, because I'm out my business. But y'all wanna but y'all want to snitch on me. You see what I'm saying? Like, it be fake stuff like that. And I said, yeah, I sure do. But I had a lot going on, so. And I told her, I said, I got a lot going on. I got stuff to handle. But I mean, y'all can't complain that I don't do my job because I do my job. And I was going off, and I was like, how you gonna have? Because I was like, how you gonna have 6 housekeepers in 1 year? How you gonna go through 6 in 1 year? You can't keep one because y'all messy and you're rude and disrespectful. And she was like, well, if it was up to me, I would fire you right now. And she told me to get out of her house. And I sure did get up out of her house. So the big supervisor, he sent me with the cleaning manager at her house. And she had to clean and stuff. And so I was with her, and then we came and we had to talk, me and the manager and the supervisor. And I, she was just trying to sound so innocent, like she ain't do nothing, blah blah blah, and it was just mind blowing. And I was just over it at this point. I was just like, okay, whatever. And he didn't fire me, to be honest, because I was prepared to get fired anyway. But he said, you know what? I'm gonna keep you in that house, and I'm not gonna fire you. Your job. I've heard so many compliments on your work, and I'm gonna keep you in there. I was like, wow. So I did kind of smirk at her because you said you would have fired me. And you know, when she told me that, I said, I don't care. I want to go somewhere where I'm appreciated. Anyways, so after that, so after that, boo, we ended up getting along. We became pretty good associates, friends, and we stuck up for each other after that. But it took all of that to do that. But she realized her wrongs and she apologized to me and stuff like that. And we were good. And when I moved, then when I was ready to move to something else, because I was like, it's time for me to get up out of here. It's time for me to get me another job somewhere else. But it was peaceful. They didn't bother me no more. They left me alone because they all saw that I'm not the one to play with. Yeah, I'm quiet. I keep to myself. I don't say much, but I let it build up so bad that I just exploded. You know what I'm saying? And then another reason why I didn't lose my job because I didn't cuss. So like, yeah, yeah, because they said if you cuss, you get fired for that. So thankfully I didn't. But I called her out on so much stuff in her face, and I was so mad. Like, you're not gonna sit up here, like, cause I'm going over and beyond. I'm doing extra work. I'm going out, walking around the facility, trying to get the tools and stuff, and ordering tools and stuff that I need to properly clean this place and stuff. And I'm working my butt off and stuff. I even bought clothes to get dirty in. You know, stuff like, don't play with me right now. Do not play with me right now. Anyways, I'm gonna get him. Ooh, but anyway, we became really good associates after that, and so it was, yeah. She was sad when I left. But anyways, I could go on. I could tell more stories. But anyways, I'm gonna move on. But yes, and I used to have bad road rage. I used to scream, and all types of stuff. Maybe I'll get into that in a minute. Anyways, oh yeah, let's move on. So, how I used to handle my anger. Okay, so most people don't know that I had anger issues because I'm a very private person. So when I am alone, I used to what I got on here. Oh yeah, I used to scream. Uh, I break things, throw things, punching things. Y'all don't have to believe me, but I promise I was doing that. I've always had a smart mouth. So you say something to me, I'm talking smart to you. I'm gonna get tit for tat with you. Don't play with me right now, especially when I'm mad. I have attitudes. You can kind of feel the energy. Like with the road rage, I used to flip people off, yell at them. I would yell at them and stuff too. It used to be really bad. So yeah, I got into it with a few people with road rage, but thank God that I've calmed down. Like I used to be something else. Um, Sometimes the silence, special relationship. Okay, I'm not gonna say too much more. You think you winning? Okay, like my older sister used to say, I can show you better than I can tell you, and that's exactly what I used to do. Now I ain't never been like in a fight with somebody like that's not my family. Well, thank by the grace of God, it got broken up. One got broken up at school, but I'm not gonna lie, that really was my fault, and I wasn't expecting to fight. But I mean, I wasn't gonna back down. I wasn't gonna back down from no fight, and then I was gonna fight somebody. But the person ran away. So yeah. Anywho, but yeah, but ain't no telling because when that I ain't gonna say I would win, and I ain't gonna say I would lose. But I know one thing: I was gonna get some good licks in either way. That's all I can say. Especially if you make me mad enough to where I black out, it's over. Okay. So I would not back down from a fight. Okay. So, but I ain't never been in one, so I can't, but I would stick up for myself whether I won or lost. So, I'm just saying. But let's move on. How I look at anger now. Whew. Well, I noticed that the way that I handle my anger is the result of the outcome. Sometimes it can get really bad, it can get really toxic. Um, and if I'm more calm and peaceful about it, it might not be as bad. So I kind of look at it in that sense. Then I learned that I have to have self control over myself. You know, yeah, you gotta kind of have self control. Um, and like you never know what somebody is going through. Is how I look at it, and a lot of people are going through a lot, and they just keep a smile on their face, but inside they are really hurting. And sometimes people do take out their anger on you or me, just saying, and they really didn't mean it. But sometimes if I can, when I calm myself down, I think about it, and I'm like, well, maybe it wasn't like that. They might come back and apologize and be like, you know what, I'm sorry, I really didn't mean to, do that to you or whatever. I'm so sorry. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's happened, like I said, just by example, it's happened. So, like, they'll come back and apologize if it wasn't intentional, and they can, because you never know what somebody is going through. And then also, I think about, well, people is crazy nowadays. You know what I'm saying? Like people will, and so like you just gotta be very mindful, because people are short tempered. People do not think when they are mad. Some people, and they do the craziest things. And some people regret that they did that, and some don't. And people come after people that you're close to. So it's kind of you gotta kind of watch yourself and kind of think about it like that. You know. hmm So what do I do now? Um, I pray. No, but seriously, I do pray. I pray that God, please help me with my anger. Help me to have self control. Help me to think more like you. You know, you can't. I've learned that I can't just look at the person in human form. I have to look at their spirit, and you know, if they are crying for help, it can change. But just for me, just give me that understanding that Jesus had, please, so I can work on my anger. You know, um, take a breather. Depending on the situation, sometimes you can just count in your head. They say count to 10. Sometimes you got to count to 1,000. Take deep breaths. Just get away for a minute. Whatever you're angry about, relationship, friendship, if you have, just just go calm down for a minute, because what you say to people actually can hurt and stick with them for the rest of their lives and really hurt them. And sometimes you really didn't mean what you say, or sometimes you meant it, but it was so bad. The way you had put it together. You know what I'm saying? So just take a breather, because I know I do. I think of solutions. I'm like, if I do this, will it be the outcome of this? But if I want to do this, I think of solutions. How I think this would turn out. Do I want it to go this way, or do I want it to go this way? So I think of solutions. I calm down. I say a prayer. Um, if you can, if possible, you just let the person know that you're angry. You know what? I'm angry right now. I need to go take a breather, and we can come back to this after I take my breather. Just please let me calm down. I don't want to say something that I do not mean. I do not want to hurt you. Can I please take a breather so I can understand how I truly feel? Um, so yeah, sometimes it takes that, because you have to get. I've learned I had to get to the root of my anger. Am I hurt that this happened to me? Do I feel betrayed? Like, does this make me sad and I'm turning this into anger? Like, what is it? I feel like this when you do this. You gotta get to the root of it. And sometimes you can't talk like road rage and stuff like that. So you gotta. That's why I pray for that mindset. To Lord, please help me think more like like you, so I won't be doing all that crazy stuff. I listen to gospel music. That's why I listen to it most of the time. And I surround myself with positivity, because let me tell y'all something. Um, the I've always listened to my gospel music, but some music I used to listen to back in the day, it would get you, like, the lyrics would get you so hyped that you feel like you just a bad, like, you know what I'm saying? You just this and you just that. And so, like, ow, I got a cramp in my foot. But anyways, that's just how I felt, and it just hyped you up. And then, like, watching stuff, like, I'm trying to stay away from it until I know I can have self control and not get influenced by it. But, like, shows like Love and Hip Hop, I used to watch like the Bad Girls Club, like a lot of reality TV shows that I used to watch. Kind of is a bad influence, and it just, you know what I'm saying, it just give you unnecessary drama and stuff that you don't really need. So I've learned to kind of stay away from that. Now I might see clips of it or something when I'm scrolling on Instagram or something, but it's not like I'm just watching it, because if I'm easily, for me, I can get easily influenced. And so that's why I surround myself with positivity. I surround myself with a lot of um, just positive stuff, like people like Christian content, and just positive things about life and how to look at life, and changing the mindset, and just for me to grow as a person. So that's the type of stuff I like to watch. Now I'm trying to get into podcasts, like people who are married podcasts, Christian podcasts, like hearing their testimonies, stuff like that, to just, but I still watch TV every now and then, but it's not gonna be like a lot of reality, dramified type of stuff. I like funny, like, comedy, household type of stuff, if that makes sense. So I still watch TV every now and then, but when I do, I change like what I watch to keep me in a good and happy mood and light and positive, and just feel like I'm just floating on a cloud. But yeah. So yes, and I read my Bible, because, like I said, um, I just developed a relationship with God about 2, almost 3 years ago. You can say about three, no, 2 years ago. It's been 2 years. Because it was after I get Jennings and Genesis mixed up, because they was born back to back, but it was after Genesis. So yes, 2 years ago, and I decided to start reading the Bible for myself. Because I used to just every now and then read devotional stuff like that, that they send to your phone and stuff. But I don't really be knowing like the backstory behind it. And so I just wanted to know for myself. So I made me a challenge and I started reading the Bible. And I recently finished in October and I'm rereading it again. So you learn something new every time that you read it, and I'm paying more attention. I'm more focused. But actually, when I read the Bible, it tells you how to conduct yourself around people who are short tempered and stuff like that. So it gives you a good reminder of what to do, because everything that you need to know in life is in the Bible. And so it really changed my mindset on that. Um, but yeah, like I said earlier, I identify how I truly feel. Um, hurt, sad, angry. So yeah. Once you identify how you truly feel and you can explain why you feel that way, it could be a hurt from your childhood or a past relationship. If you're in a new relationship and your new partner does something and it's triggered you or hurt you, and you get mad or you get angry and you just lash out and then you're going tit for tat. Instead, just calm down, tell them you angry, you need a minute, you need to think about, why you're doing it, why you acting this way, and when you figure out where that root come from, okay, because somebody did this to me in my past, and it made me feel this, and that way, and and talk about it, it'll be better that way. So yeah, so that's just how I resolve my anger. And I'm trying to get back to writing, writing a journal, write how you feel, write what's been going on, because when you grow in life, you can look back and you be like, wow, this is how I felt then, this is how I used to act then, this is how I think now. So it's kind of like you can see your own testimony in writing. So I think that it's beautiful if you kind of write your thoughts and stuff down in your journal. But yeah, by all means, I have to say this: I am not perfect. I still mess up, but that's how I learn and grow. Okay, I messed up the other day with my road rage, but it was only so much I could take in one day, and when that girl, I ain't. If you want to know what it is, go look on my vlog because I explained it on my vlog. But yeah, I messed up the other day, and I did feel bad on my behalf. I don't feel bad for her because anyways, but because I knew better, I felt bad for my actions. But you live and you learn, and that's how you grow. So by all means, I'm not perfect. I still mess up every now and then, and I'm going to, but as long as I learn from it and try not to do it again and really grow from it, but I've been doing really, really good. Like all that breaking stuff, throwing stuff. I don't do all that stuff anymore in private. Screaming on. I don't really do all that anymore. And I try to, if it's with a person, I try to let that person know I'm upset. Just give me a minute, you know. And I really think about how it truly made me feel and where that hurt come from, and bring it up and talk about it and figure out, well, what can we do to help this so we don't bring this emotion up again. So it's good to get clarity and stuff before getting upset. And also with anger, don't just hold stuff in, like sweeping it under the rug, because that rug is going to have a big pow and then you're going to explode, just like I did with that work story. So it's better to just talk to the person one on one in private. You don't have to be prideful and do it in front of everybody to show that you're big and bad. Be sincere. Just pull them to the side and talk to them one on one and let them know how it makes you feel and how can we solve this. How can we, especially at work and stuff, how can we solve this? How can we fix this? And just continue to pray and just pray for that person that's making you angry and ask God to give you the strength to overcome it. But that's what I do now, and I've came a very long way. I hardly ever get mad now. So like, yeah, it takes a lot to get me mad now. Well, it always have. It's just when I deal with people. But now when I do deal with people, yes. But I do still get angry, and I believe I've conducted myself properly, but the thoughts in my head just be all over the place. But yeah, anyways. So that's all that I have for y'all today. We can talk more about anger and stuff like that another time on another episode. Hopefully you got something out from this. Hopefully it wasn't boring. It was a little entertaining for y'all. So yeah, go ahead and subscribe to my channel, like this video, and you can comment some of your experiences you've had with anger, how you handle anger, how you overcome anger. And yeah, I love y'all. Until next time. Bye.